So how do I know that I have preeclampsia? What are some of the signs and symptoms that people should look out for as far as preeclampsia is concerned?
It's a good question. We call hypertension the silent killer.
True.
Reason being, most of the times there are no symptoms. You will not feel anything. Unfortunately, with preeclampsia, it means there's hypertension and some damage has already started.
Okay.
So when you're in the hypertension pure stage, you may not feel anything abnormal. What is important is to go for those antenatal checks. And during every visit, health providers are supposed to be very alert and monitor the blood pressure.
Okay.
They should also take a thorough history, medical history, find out if you have relatives who've had issues with hypertension before. If this is your first pregnancy, how are the other pregnancies prior to that? What's your age? Also the mode of getting pregnant. It's been noted that there are more issues with gestational hypertension among women who have assisted conception, basically the in vitro fertilization. So all that should be picked during those routine visits, the early visits in the antenatal period.
Okay.
And as a result, since we said it can occur at any stage, then it means these visits need to start as soon as you discover you're pregnant.
You're pregnant.
Yes.
Okay. But wait, no changes like that, let's say a person can notice when they're pregnant. For instance, we've seen so many women who during pregnancy they have issues with swollen feet,
yes,
and all that. So is that something associated with preeclampsia, or it's just a normal thing that happens in pregnancy? First of all, is it normal really?
Well, pregnancy interferes with a lot of the processes in the body.
In the body too.
Yeah, there's a change in the hormones, and that leads to retention of fluid in the body.
All right.
So part of it is natural in the sense that you're retaining more fluid, so you'll appear a bit puffy, and most of the fluid will pull on your legs because of gravity. But beyond a certain level, then it becomes a concern.
Okay.
We talked about one of the complications of eclampsia being organ damage. Damage to the kidneys, damage to the liver can result in retention of fluid.
Okay.
So among expectant women, if you notice that your weight is rapidly increasing out of proportion with the expected time, then that should be a cause of concern, because that could be an early indicator that the blood pressure is also rising and it's starting to do some harm.
Okay.
Just as a highlight, there's the expected weight gain. We peg it at 1 kilogram a month.
All right.
For every month of
Is
pregnancy.
that dependent on the amount of food you eat? Because most people would say, we are eating for 2.
Yeah.
So is that dependent on, let's say, the quantity versus the quantity of food you eat, or it's just a general rule as far as weight gain is concerned during pregnancy?
Actually, the focus on eating during pregnancy should be more of balancing the nutrition rather than the quantity.
The quantity.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Because as much as you say we are eating for 2, the second person is really small.
Okay.
Yeah? So people say I'm eating for 2, and then they eat as if they've eaten for 2 adults.
Okay.
Which leads to excessive weight gain.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So focus more on balancing the diet.
On balancing the diet. Okay.